Please be seated. Graduates, family, friends, and well-wishers, Southern Methodist University welcomes you to the 2020 August Commencement Convocation. Leading off today's procession is Chief Marshal Jody Cooley. Chief Marshal Cooley is carrying the Bradley Kent Carter baton, and she will signal the start of our ceremony. Then, following the placement of the baton, a parade of banners representing SMU's 7 schools and carried by members of SMU's Guild of Faculty Marshals will enter from the north side of the stadium. And concurrently, entering the stage will be the platform party for today's celebration and the 10th president of Southern Methodist University, R. Gerald Turner. The SMU banner bearer is Corinne Gibson, 2019-2020 student representatives on the SMU Board of Trustees. The Howard Lantern is carried today by Darian Taylor, 2019-2020 president of the student body. And preceding President Turner is SMU's ceremonial mace, carried by Tim Rosendale, representing the SMU faculty. Graduates, please rise and join me with your applause as we welcome Chief Marshal Cooley, the parade of banners, and President Turner and the platform party for the start of our commencement ceremony.
Mustangs, you made it. After all the delay, we're here for the 105th commencement exercises. This ceremony, of course, is long overdue, and parents and family members, thank you for being with us. While you were away, we added an important new member of our university community, and I'm pleased to introduce her today because she will be presiding as the provost is supposed to preside at commencement. Would you join me in greeting Dr. Elizabeth Laboa, the new Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost. Dr. Laboa.
Thank you, Dr. Turner. Good morning. I am happy to be celebrating with you all today, and it is my privilege to add my welcome to you to today's commencement exercises. Will the candidates please remain standing and the audience rise for the invocation, given by SMU Board of Trustee member Richie Butler, Senior Pastor of St. Luke Community United Methodist Church. Following the invocation, remain standing for the national anthem, led by Jeremiah Tyson, candidate for the degree Bachelor of Music.
Let us pray. We have paused at this moment to acknowledge humanity's need for you, our Creator. And in this moment of uncertainty, we cannot help but take stock of your sovereignty and our past pursuit of gods that cannot save us. As we turn inward and center down to hear from you with renewed clarity, grant to the 2020 graduates a deepened sense of purpose that solves humanity's most daunting challenges. The learning this great institution, SMU, has afforded these graduates is for a higher calling to bend the arc toward hope, not nihilism, love, not hate, peace, not war, justice, not corruption, and compassion, not self-indulgence. Now that you have our attention in this historic moment in time, fill us with your properties and dilute the toxicity that perpetuates strife, selfishness, hate, and division. It is our hope that these world changers who are graduating will usher in innovations that heal, systems that liberate, knowledge that empowers, and activities that bring about equality. It is in distress that we learn who we are. So I pray they not only work on their craft, skills, and professional development, but they also put in the work on their heart and soul so they are healthy and balanced global citizens. Let us live each day recognizing it is a chance to get this thing called life right. Therefore, let these graduates consider it their daily task to wake up each day with the question, what good shall I do today? And when the day is done, asking, what good did I do? In the words of the late civil rights icon John Lewis, make sure you are engaged in good trouble. This is our prayer. In the name of the one who forever changed my life, I pray. Amen.
Twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous
Thank you, Pastor Butler and Mr. Tyson. Please be seated. I want to welcome all of our graduates and their families and friends to commencement, a celebration of the work and success of the graduates gathered here and virtually this morning. I wish to also acknowledge our guests watching the simulcast of this ceremony across the globe. This is a joyous ceremony where we celebrate some of the brightest and most talented young people in the world. It has been a difficult year, but our graduates have reached this important milestone in their lives due in large part to the family and friends who have supported them. We are thrilled that you are reunited with us today. Graduates watching from home, please know you are with us in spirit and that a special package, including today's program, is headed your way in the coming weeks. At this time, I wish to recognize members of the Board of Trustees with us this morning. Please hold your applause until all trustees have been presented. Chair, Robert Dedman Jr. Pastor, Richie Butler. Christopher Earls, 2020 to 2021 Student Trustee. Corinne Gibson, Immediate Past Student Trustee. George Killebrew, Chair of the SMU Alumni Board. David Miller, Gene Phillips, and 10th President of Southern Methodist University, R. Gerald Turner. Please join me in thanking these trustees and all university trustees for their service. Thank you. Please be seated. Board Chair Robert Dedman will now congratulate all of you graduating today.
Thank you, Provost Boa. Good morning, fellow graduates, and welcome home. On behalf of the SMU Board of Trustees, I want to express my heartfelt congratulations on this remarkable accomplishment. As we gather here today, chances are the physical campus doesn't look much different than when you last set foot here in March. What has changed, however, is the world you are graduating into. Your loved ones in the stands today can attest that any big global or personal change can bring a feeling of uncertainty. At such times, it's natural to be anxious about the future. But I want to offer my sincere belief that you will flourish, not in spite of the change happening around you, but because of it. The evidence is all around you. You see, over the years, through good times and bad, SMU has changed, and yet its influence hasn't been contained to a single classroom or building. That's because our university's power lies in you, the people who have walked through its halls and carried on its influence. Today, you are joining an extraordinary community of innovators and change makers. In fact, we Mustangs are everywhere. And guess what? We support one another and strengthen our communities as a force for good. As you look around, also look inside. Chances are your time here tested and shaped you in ways you couldn't comprehend when you started this journey. That's what we mean when we say world changers are shaped here, that the change happens not in spite of your academic and life experiences, but that it happens because of them. So take a deep breath. You did it. Lean on your fellow Mustangs when times feel unpredictable and draw strength from what you've accomplished already. Congratulations, class of 2020. Pony up.
Thank you, Mr. Dedman. I want to acknowledge SMU's current and retired faculty. Due to the unique situation this year, we had to suspend our usual faculty procession and seating on the field. But I know many of the faculty are here today, either serving as faculty marshals or in the stands, proudly watching their students graduate. For over a century, the SMU faculty has taught, mentored, and inspired generations of students, shaping SMU into a premier research and teaching university with global impact. Thank you, faculty colleagues. Thank you also to Meadows Director of Bands, Jack Doc Delaney, for providing the pre-convocation videos of the virtual performances of the current and past students in the Meadows Wind Ensemble, and to computer science and music major Nicholas Crothers for his extraordinary talents in managing the audio-video production. Mr. Killebrew, thank you for your video welcome and three-point challenge to SMU's newest alumni. All the pre-convocation videos will be posted to the August commencement website. Today, we have a special charge to you from the class of 1970 who would have been with us at the ceremony in May, attending their 50th reunion. 50 years ago, they sat as you are, ready to make their marks on the world. Their charge is, follow in their footsteps, allowing your SMU experience to guide you. Effect change in your professions, your local communities, and the world. I will now introduce other members of the platform party and special guests. Please hold your applause until all have been presented. Brad Cheeves, Vice President for Development and External Affairs. Paul Ward, Vice President for Legal Affairs and Government Relations, General Counsel, and Secretary to the Board of Trustees. Also, Gary Brubaker, Director of the SMU Guild Hall. Mark Christensen, Dean of Bobby B. Lyle School of Engineering. Thomas D. Piero, Dean of Dedman College of Humanities and Sciences. Kevin Hoffeditz, Senior Associate Dean of Meadows School of the Arts. Holly Jeffcoat, Dean of SMU Libraries. Hugo Magallanes, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, Perkins School of Theology. Matthew Myers, Dean of Edwin L. Cox School of Business. And James Quick, Associate Provost for Research and Dean of the Moody School of Graduate and Advanced Studies. Continuing, Daryl Dixon Carr, Platform Marshal and Professor of English. John Hall, University Registrar and Executive Director of Enrollment Services, retiring. Bobby Lothinger, University Registrar. Tim Rosendale, representing the SMU faculty, and Raina Watts, President of the SMU Staff Association. And in the audience today, I also wish to introduce my husband, Todd Ridgway. Please recognize these individuals with your applause. As we proceed through the ceremony, other members of the platform party will be introduced. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. R. Gerald Turner, 10th President of Southern Methodist University.
Thank you. Across the summer, I've been anticipating this event. A number of you were complaining and disappointed in your commencement, and I said at that time that some people think precipitously that we would have one in August before the fall semester started. Most places have canceled theirs out. The fact that we expected 400 to 500 of you and 1,200 of you have shown up shows that Mustangs like to come back home, and we thank you for doing it. We're here to celebrate you. We've had one of the most interesting summers, as you can imagine, but all of this is associated with trying to make sure that we can have the fall semester as much normal as possible, but also to go on with the rest of our academic year. Our speaker was asked to do this in May for the May commencement, but he agreed to stay with us as long as it took for us to set up exactly when the commencement would occur. So I'm honored to introduce today's commencement speaker, Mr. Jim Lentz. Jim retired as CEO of Toyota Motor Company of North America in June. Over the course of his nearly 4-decade career with the company, he contributed to a number of key initiatives. Across North Texas, Toyota's impact under his leadership has been notable. He achieved his vision of uniting all of Toyota's affiliates and regional headquarters across the United States, bringing them all to Plano, and more than 4,000 jobs. This move has made a $7.2 billion economic impact on our community and has provided countless opportunities for some of you and other students to do internships at Toyota and even to be hired there after you graduate. Perhaps more impressive is how they have woven Toyota into the fabric of our community and invested in the future of the community. They've given a $2 million grant from Toyota USA Foundation in 2018, and in partnership with SMU and with Dallas ISD, next year a STEM-focused school in West Dallas will open in the former Pinkston High School, a transformed campus designed specifically to inspire and prepare students for the next generation of STEM jobs. The partnership is much more than about the school, though. It's education reimagined, a hub for the community, and a pathway for a better future. SMU Simmons School of Education and Human Development will serve as a key role in teacher preparation and in planning the curriculum for this new innovative school. It would not have happened without Jim Lentz. And if you look closely at his resume and your program, there's other evidence of vision and the results that he's brought. So please join me in welcoming a great friend of SMU, speaker for the 2020 commencement, Jim Lentz.
Well, President Turner, graduates, family members, and guests, it's truly an honor for me to be here with you today. And let me offer my congratulations to each and every one of you. They say that good things come to those that wait. And this day must surely be one of them. Hopefully the 3-month delay hasn't lessened the excitement that you feel today, nor the magnitude of your accomplishment. Now, President Turner asked me to provide an inspirational message to celebrate your graduation. But you know, it's really you. It's you who is inspiring me and society today. Because I've seen your generation do whatever you can to help first responders and healthcare workers on the front lines fighting this pandemic by creating and donating face shields and other protective equipment. And I've been watching your generation stand up for what's right and to provide a voice for those who have long been ignored for too long, bringing awareness to social injustice that continue to plague communities all around the world. Your generation, your actions are much more inspirational than anything that I could say today. So I truly want to thank each and every one of you for picking up the torch and running at full speed to create a future where respect for all is part of the norm practiced by every single living soul, and inspiring us to not accept the way things are, but how they need and will be. Thank you. Give yourselves a hand. Now, we all know how painful this pandemic has been and the toll that it's taken on society. From a business perspective, it's both a blessing and a curse. I believe the world has definitely gotten smaller this year as a result of what we've all been through. It's separated us like never before, and yet it's connected us more profoundly than we could ever have imagined. It's made us realize how interconnected and interdependent the world really is. And it's made us realize what we value the most, and that's each other. Without question, the workplace that you're about to enter has fundamentally changed, and I would say fundamentally changed for the better. Because the eyes of many a company have been opened. People can work remotely and still be extremely productive. In fact, my colleagues at Toyota will tell you that the associates today are much more productive today than they ever have been working remotely. Businesses have become more resourceful, more agile. It's forced them to reinvent the way that they interact with their customers. At Toyota, we've been preparing for a future where more of the process of purchasing a car is to be performed online, creating a contactless approach to make things easier and faster for customers. But quite frankly, we've been dragging our feet to change. Well, guess what? That approach is sped up like somebody hitting the fast forward button on the remote. The pandemic has forced us to take action. There's no question that the future is here today. So as we work our way through this pandemic to its conclusion, and it will end, I believe the post-COVID business environment that you will enter will be full of new opportunities and new possibilities. And SMU and Toyota together are doing what we can to provide even more opportunity for the future. As you know, SMU is an exceptional university with a strong value system. And that's why Toyota's been extremely proud to have partnered with SMU to create that new STEM-focused K-12 school in West Dallas. And to me, what's exciting is this school will not only promote science, technology, engineering, and math skills for its students, but it will lift up the community as well by addressing issues such as literacy, nutrition, transportation, and after-school care. It truly is a model for business, academia, and community going forward. Now, SMU shares Toyota's belief in the importance of supporting community. The motto of SMU, World Changers Shaped Here, is not only accurate, but it's something that we aspire to as well. Because we believe it's our duty as global citizens to help make a difference for people, for society, and for the planet as a whole. Now, like you, I'm something of a recent graduate, having recently retired from my position as CEO of Toyota North America after 38 years. My last day was actually April 1st. Talk about timing, right? Now, I was both successful and happy at Toyota. I was successful because I lived by a few important principles. Number one was be a problem solver, not a critic. Engage your team to develop a wide range of options to solve each and every problem you run across. Speak truth to power. Lead people and manage projects. And be in charge of your career. Don't ever delegate that responsibility to anyone. And I was happy at Toyota because my values matched the values of the company. And the Toyota values were created by its founder, Sakichi Toyota, and it was called the Toyota Way. And it's all about constantly challenging yourself. It's about working as a team. It's understanding that you always have to be improving. There is no best, only better. To go and see what's happening through your own eyes, and respect for people, and respect for society. Now, I hope the past few months have provided you with some time for introspection and reflection, especially when the new programming on Netflix started to slow down, right? I mean, after all, how many times can you watch Tiger King? Now, I hope that you, Ben, will use this time to think about what really brings you joy. What really matters to you? What speaks to your heart? What do you really want to do in life? And what is your North Star? That North Star that can guide you through your career and your life. And then look for a company or an organization that shares your values, that honors what you believe in. That's probably the best advice that I can give you. So to the graduating class of 2020, I wish you all much success on your journey in life, and I look forward to all that you will achieve. You know, there's much turmoil in the world right now. It can be overwhelming. It can lead to retreat or apathy, or it can lead to action and lead to change. We're counting on you to be the change that we need in this world. We're counting on you to teach the world the meaning of kindness, compassion, and empathy. We're counting on you to lead us into a better and brighter future. Although all generations claim to be the best and the brightest, in your case, in my heart, I believe that it's true. So stay healthy, wear your mask, and live an exceptional life. Thank you, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lentz, for your thoughtful and inspiring address. The faculty is charged with identifying individuals from around the globe whose accomplishments represent the highest values of SMU. Today, we honor Holocaust survivor and upstander Max Globen for his exceptional work combating intolerance and keeping the memory of the Holocaust alive. Please refer to page 4 in the program for Mr. Globen's full citation. As a teenager, Max was imprisoned at the Warsaw Ghetto and 5 concentration camps from 1939 to 1945, and lost his entire immediate family during that time. In April 1945, General Patton's Third Army liberated him and other prisoners on a death march to Dachau concentration camp. He immigrated to the U.S. in 1947, eventually serving in the U.S. Army. Max Globen is recognized across the nation as a passionate advocate for Holocaust and human rights education and as a model of hope and resilience. For decades, he has shared his eyewitness account of the Holocaust around the world. For 14 years, he has participated in the International March of the Living program, leading youth tours of European Holocaust sites. His advocacy through the decades includes helping to launch the creation of the Dallas Holocaust and Human Rights Museum, where he remains a frequent speaker. Max Globen travels across Texas speaking to students, where he provides insight and life lessons to inspire future generations of upstanders. In 2019, the Dallas Morning News named him Texan of the Year, honoring his unceasing calls to resist hate, stand up for others, and strive for peace. And last Sunday, the Dallas Morning News had a front-page feature story on Max, written by SMU alumnus Michael Granbury. President Turner, for his exceptional and extensive work combating intolerance and keeping the memory of the Holocaust alive, I am honored to present Max Globen for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Southern Methodist University and on authorization by the faculty, I now present you the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Students, this is a real hero.
The candidates for doctoral degrees will now be presented. Please rise and remain standing when your school is called. Dedman College of Humanities and Sciences. Bobby B. Lyles School of Engineering. No, you've got it right. So if I'm calling you, please rise and remain standing with your college. So Dedman, Annette Caldwell Simmons, School of Education and Human Development. President Turner, These candidates, upon recommendation of the graduate faculties, are presented to you for the conferring of their degrees.
Thank you, Provost. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Southern Methodist University, and upon the recommendation of the graduate faculty, and you're completing all of the degree requirements, I now bestow upon you the appropriate doctoral degree with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations to you.
You may be seated. The candidates for the professional master's degrees, diploma, and graduate certificates will now be presented. Please rise and remain standing when your school is called. Perkins School of Theology, Dedman School of Law, Dedman College of Humanities and Sciences, Meadows School of the Arts, Edwin L. Cox School of Business, Bobby B. Lyle School of Engineering, Annette Caldwell Simmons School of Education, SMU Guildhall, Data Science Interdisciplinary Program. President Turner, these candidates, upon recommendation of the graduate faculties, are presented to you for the conferring of their degrees.
Thank you. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Southern Methodist University, I confer upon you the appropriate graduate or professional degree with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations to you.
You may be seated. The candidates for the bachelor degrees will now be presented. Please rise and remain standing when your school is called. Dedman College of Humanities and Sciences, Meadows School of the Arts, Edwin L. Cox School of Business, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bobby B. Lyle School of Engineering, Annette Caldwell Simmons School of Education and Human Development, Bachelor of Science. President Turner, these candidates, upon recommendation of the undergraduate faculties, are presented to you for the conferring of their degrees.
Thank you, Provost. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Southern Methodist University, and upon your completion of all the degree requirements, it's my honor to bestow upon you the appropriate bachelor's degrees with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left, and if you have a senior ring, turn it from facing you to facing outward. Congratulations to you.
The graduates will now be announced by Marshall Lectors, Nathan Bulk, and Alina Hicks. Please limit your cheering out of respect for the next graduate being announced and to allow the recognition of the graduates to continue uninterrupted, as we have over 1,000 incredible graduates to recognize this morning.
Titania Bowley, PhD.
Caleb Bunton, PhD.
Lauren Chisholm, EED.
Emily Cobb, EDD.
Austin Copeland, PhD.
Ajo Govani.
LaDonna Gully, EDD.
Kenneth Hamilton II, PhD.
Nazia Hossein, EDD.
Masood Mohammadpour, PhD.
Anthony Lee Mason, EDD.
Hussein Kamalazde.
Jeffrey Moore, PhD. Sasha Butt, JD.
Valerie Nelson, EDD.
Mohammed Kadir, DE.
Krista Rohan, EDD.
Brenda Short, DLS.
Matthew Sipes, EDD.
Essence Smith, EDD.
Margaret Smith, PhD.
Nicole Sanake, EDD.
Donna Trevino Jones, EDD.
Wesley Wagner, EDD.
Gina Weber, DLS.
Brandy West, EDD.
We will now greet all graduate professional school graduates. Noha Adele T. El-Shabi, LLM.
Brandon Watson Collins, LLM.
Janae Jackson, JD.
Sadar Kamal, JD MA.
Sean Rainey, JD.
Anthony Aguiniga, MBA.
We will now greet all master's, certificate, and diploma graduates. Ahmad Abu Salem, MSBA.
Kayla Boyer, MED.
Sunjoli Agarwal, BS, MS.
Meredith Bramer, MBA.
Javier Andres Aldape Romero, MS.
Samantha Bridges, MSCNS.
Isra Alnatur, MSBA.
Thea Curry Fuson, MDV.
Jonathan Barr, MS.
Romby Bryant, MADR.
Timothy Baker, MED.
Shauna Buck, MBA.
Sharice Brown, MSHPM.
Anthony Burkhardt, MBA.
Mayra Becerra Herrera, MBA.
Samantha Ansley, MBA.
Stephanie Bettis, MED.
Sapritha R.C. Care, MADR.
Eleanor Bowers, MED.
Michael Balistreri, MSEN.
Keon Brady, MED.
Monica Battison, MED.
Faith Brewer, MED.
Chelsea Bettis, MED.
Francesca Bruno, MED.
Mauricio Cardenas Lopez, MEM.
Benjamin Buchta, MADR.
Jonathan Chades, MS.
Sarah Buckaloo, MSA.
David Coleman, MS.
Aaron Catley, MSDS.
Desmond Cooper, MED.
Paul Carr, MBA.
Robert Crawford, MBA.
Antonio Sayado, MS.
Lucinda Darnell, MED.
Satya Prasad Chakravarthy, MBA.
Elizabeth Diaz, MSMGT.
Wan Chen, MSBA.
Victor Diaz Hurt.
Jay Chung, MED.
Hannah Douglas, MBA.
Misty Compton, MSCNS.
Bunty Chagwal, LLM.
Cardiolation Kubali, MSF.
Yuyan Ding, MSA.
Sarah Cruz, MBE.
Rana Duwaji, MLS.
Kevin Davis, MA.
Matthew Edwards, MM.
Karina Diaz, MED.
Andrea Eroa, MSA.
Michael Deegan, MBA.
Emily Elson, MSENVE.
Teresa Dolder, MED.
Victor Farah, MBA.
Ashutosh Ramjanam Dubey, MS.
Bronson Fuhrer, MSA.
Jamija Dykes, MED.
Amir Gerges, MEM.
Michael Edwards, MLS.
Meredith Gerlach, MBA.
Gabrielle Irvin, MED.
Charles Gibson, MBA.
Balaji Ekeri Vaidanyantan Rahman.
Bailey Gill, MBA.
Carl Fellingham, MBA.
Nancy. Nancy, I need the card. Maria Gonzalez, MBA.
Aliziar Flores, MSMGT.
Catherine Green, MEM.
Juan Patricio Galindo Rangel, Engineering Management.
Anthony Greenhow, MSCNS.
Breege Sani, MSF.
Mason Hamlet, MBA.
Caitlin Gerlach, MSMGT.
Christian Harvard, MBA.
Sidhika Pravin Gasas, MS.
Robert Hilliard, MB, MSCE.
Rhonda Davis Gilbert, MED.
Brian Lawrence, MBA.
Pablo Gonzalez, MED.
Ganapathy Sivakumar, MBA.
Edith Gonzalez Cruz, MSF.
Adekunle Adatawamima.
Philip Green, MBA.
Margot Molinix, MED.
Zachary Haley, MS.
Brittany Rigg, MED.
Nick Hooser, MBA.
Riley Horsack, MA.
Hung Kin Hee, MSBA.
Gavin Hudgens, MSDS.
Jonea Herrera, MED.
Carly Johnson, MBA.
Benjamin Hoops, MSF.
Olaf Kullert, MBA.
Michael Howell, MBA.
Veronica Joy, MBA.
Mishi Wo, MS.
Caitlin Kurtstetter, MM.
Yvonne Johnson, MFA.
Mark Killen, MS.
Philip Villar, MFA.
Joseph Lamamna, MBA.
Michael Stoddard, Lyle.
Holly Lansadell, MS HPM.
Jamal Abdi, MS.
Savannah Lewis, MS.
Sai Saket Jupuri, MS.
Scott Lovegreen, MBA.
Florence Cam, MSA.
We need to keep him. India Miles, MED.
Fakra Khan, MBA.
Logan Swaggart.
Dejanay Parkman, MSMGT.
Catherine Mockler, MED. Tyler Henricks, MSA.
Aaron Lamata, MBA.
Trent Ludseger, MBA.
Vinay Limas Martinez, MBE.
Viviana Macias, MA.
Gunnar Linhart, MSSM.
Krishna Murthy Marakabandhu, MBA.
Xingbo Lu, MBA.
Ricardo Martinez, MBA.
Mila Lubis, MED.
Teresa McCarthy, MS.
Sarah Lucky, MS.
David Mendez, MED.
Roberta Maldonado Sistos, BS, BSMS.
Alex Menzel, MBA.
Samantha Martin, MED.
Maddie Mitchell, MBA.
Elizabeth Mayberry, MBA.
William Moore, MBA.
Devin McCarthy, MBA.
Eric Marilla, MS.
Samantha McElreath, MED.
Narcia Dalin Negrete, MSA.
Daniela Mendoza, MED.
Vija Natalji, MBA.
Casey Mills, MSMGT.
William Nikas, MBA.
Robin Montemayor, MED.
Elisa Opengleiger, MBA.
Susan Morales, MBA.
Brenda Ortega, MED.
Seth Nasser, MADR.
Priyanshu Patel, MSBA.
Anusha Nekanti, MSBA.
Adriana Perez, MBE.
Zung Doug Nguyen, MBA.
Ana Perez Lopez, MSA.
Katie Novak, MBA.
Danny Phillips, MBA.
Abimbola Oloko, MBA.
Cecilia Penales, MBA.
Mari Ordonez, MSc, NS.
Holly Pitts, MBA, MSCE.
Jose Ostos, MBA.
Rebecca Polk, MED.
Sarah Pennington, MSA.
Sivonia Nwosu, MSHPM.
Jorge Perez, MBA.
Allison Price, MSBA.
Brittany Peterson, MED.
Wallace Reed, MSF.
Margaret Phillips, MBA.
Amanda Reinken, MSCNS.
Andre Pitta, MSMGT.
Oscar Rendon, MM.
Valerie Pizzato, MA, MBA.
Hannah Rourke, MSBA.
Kayla Potter, MSMGT.
Monica Rodriguez, MSSM.
Ali Rahman, MSCNS.
Matthew Rowland, MBA.
Kobe Randalls, MBA.
Katie Stowers, MBA.
Jocelyn Rangel, MBA.
Daniel Schoenberg, MBA.
Daniel Rangel, MBA.
Connor Malott, MBA.
Anna Reeves, MBA.
Melissa Salvador, MSA.
Stephanie Reese, MBE.
Jared Schumacher, MBA.
Abigail Richards, MED.
Michelle Simmental, MEM.
Marco Rodriguez, MED.
Jacqueline Sigler, MBE.
Jasmine Roldan, MS.
Anil Singh, MBA.
Susanna Salaman, MLS.
Harrison Smith, MBA.
Destiny Sanders, MLS.
Aldo Sordelli, MBA.
Samantha Schwindeman, MA-MBA.
Jordan Spraggins, MBA.
Sadia Sheikh, MBA.
Shari Terry, MED.
Suresh Shukla, MBA.
Marquita Tillman, MED.
Mary Giroux Shockley, MED.
Ethan Torres, MEM.
Ismael Silva Delgadillo, MED.
Adam Tunks, MBA.
Ramesh Shimha Batla, MSDS.
Sharadra Altawar, MEM.
Mika Williamson, MBA.
Lieselot Van Hoek, MSCNS.
Catherine Harris, MSMGT.
Daniel Vasquez Gomez, MSENVE.
Javin Sissons, MBA.
Jordan Voskel, MBA.
Matthew Smith, MBA.
Robert Warren, MS.
Karen Soames, MSDS.
Seth White, MBA.
Matthew Spielhofer, MSA.
Ariel Williams, MED.
Chelsea Stevens, MLS.
Sylvia Weiss, MED.
Catherine Stolarski, MSA.
Brittany White, MED.
Andrew Sue, MBA.
Huston Wyeth, MBA.
Brad Swanson, MA.
Yi Zhang, MSCE.
Eric Thurston, MBA.
Lawson Whitesides III, MBA.
Torian Timms, MED.
Michelle Simmons.
Tanner Tovey, MSF.
Hannah Abraham, BBA.
Erica Upham, MBA.
Grace Adams, BFA.
Emily Vanderstraten, MBA.
Natalie Adams, BFA, BS.
Oswaldo Vargas Saldana, MEM.
Piran Adi, BS.
Sujitira Vijayaragavan, MSBA.
Nabil Ahmad, BBA.
Georgina Vila, MED.
Oscar Alegria, BA.
Kristen Wade, MBA.
Hannah Alford, BFA.
Brian D. Washington, MBA.
Lauren Allen, BA.
Claire Woodall, MBA.
Tyler Allen, BBA.
Shannon Wright, MED.
Spencer Stanton, BBA.
Iman Zabdani, MBA.
Ignacio Alvarez Matuizi, BS.
Karina Zuniga, MED.
Jamison Amarine, BS.
Timothy Bubar, MLS.
Reed Anderson, BBA.
Mary Caroline Alford, BA, BS.
Luke Anacharico, BBA.
Sarah Abdullah, BBA.
Ilse Arevalo, BA.
Caroline McLaughlin, BA.
Zubaida Aslam, BS.
Catherine Adams, BA, BA.
Nicole Offricht, BBA.
Parker Adas, BA.
Julia Baca, BM.
Anika Aguirre, BA.
Alyssa Basler, BA.
Sarah Anania, BBA.
Peyton Baker, BS MEM.
Isabel Newell, BBA.
Thomas Altmeyer, BBA.
Avery Alexander, BFA.
Thomas Ballard, BA.
Miles Allen, BBA.
Margaret Barber, BS.
Brennan Alley, BS, BSM.
Cooper Bargills, BBA.
Daniel Alvarez, BSM.
Thomas Barron, BS, BSM.
Allison Amaya, BS.
Umaina Bashir, BS.
Michaelin Andres, BBA.
Sydney Beal, BA.
Spencer Andrews, BBA.
Bradford Beck, BBA.
Dylan Baxter, BBA.
Lindsay Bellick, BA.
Caitlin Aoyama, BBA.
Cameron Bergen, BBA, BS.
Uma Asomal, BA, BBA.
Morgan Bernard, BS, BS.
Charlene, Celine, Julia, and Selmo, BBA.
Leslie Berry, BS.
Jonathan Arnold, BA.
Catherine Betts, BBA.
Nilufar Asizi, BS.
Sarah Bilton, BA.
Rachel Bailey, BA, BFA.
Brooke Blair, BA.
Kyle Baker, BA.
Thomas Boatman.
Emily Ball, BBA.
Jennifer Bojus, BBA.
Milan Baldini, BA.
John Bucas, BA, BS.
Michael Banas, BBA.
Joel Booth, BSM.
Tova Barden, BA.
Emily Boswell, BSV.
Faith Barnes, BA.
Brian Boydston, BM.
Natalie Berry, BBA.
Austin Bradley, BS.
Dylan Beams, BA, BS.
Michael Bresnahan, BBA.
Duke Bedarky, MS, BSM.
Melissa Brill, BSV.
Taylor Benson, BA, BBA.
Alexandria Broadenax, BA, BBA.
Anika Berglund, BA.
Peyton Brophy, BA.
Kaylee Berry, BM.
James Bryant, BBA.
Jonathan Bedek, BS.
Julia Buckley, BA, BS.
Sumer Bamani, BS.
Ala Boussier, BS.
Amanda Bishop, BA, BA.
Lisa Marie Burkhardt, BA.
Bailey Bland, BBA.
Bryant Butler, BBA.
Caroline Bobo, BA.
Remington Butler, BBA.
Mayada Bolte, BA.
Paige Avery, BA.
Carter Boone, BBA.
Patrick Bird, BS.
Christina Beauchart, BA, BBA.
Antonia Cicedo, BS, BS.
Harrison Bouch, BS.
Melissa Calderon, BA.
James Bozales, BS.
Emily Camilino, BA.
Holland Bradley, BA.
Clayton Capel, BA.
Andrew Breslauer, BS.
Brady Carlson, BA, BA.
Trenton Bright, BSV.
Megan Carr, BBA.
Matthew Brink, BA.
Adele Carter, BA, BA.
Mitchell Brophy, BA.
Michaela Cascendenti, BA, BBA.
Michael Bruley, BA, BBA.
Emma Kastner, BA.
Julia Bugos, BA, BBA.
Claire Fisher Caitlin, BA.
Chance Booning, BS.
Nicholas Sorofsky, BSM.
Sebastian Gutierrez, BA, BS.
Jordan Chambers, BBA, BS.
Emma Butler, BA.
Spencer Cheng, BS.
Desiree Busby, BS.
Shua Cho, BS.
Elizabeth Cadena, BSM.
Greer Christie, BBA.
Evian Faith Collado, BBA.
Bronson Chiava, BS.
Taya Kaliguri, BBA.
Tyler Chiavara, BBA.
Alicia Cantu, BA, BBA.
Patrick Janelle, BBA.
Samuel Carey, BBA, BS.
Caston Clausen, BBA.
Catherine Carlton, BBA.
William Clayton, BBA.
Xavier Carrillo, BS.
Madison Churmel, BA.
Paul Casella, BS.
Isaiah Klein, BA.
Marvin Castillo, BA.
Caroline Cohen, BBA.
Diana Cates, BA.
Dylan Colbert, BS, BSE.
Nivaldo Seita, BA.
Austin Collins, BBA.
Thomas Shafizadeh, BA, BS.
Courtney Connor, BA.
Claire Chandler, BBA.
Allison Cook, BSM.
Linda Chow, BSN.
Jessica Cooley, BS.
Isanur Seiger, BS.
Henry Cohen, BA, BA.
Chandler Choate, BS.
Hannah Costley, BA.
John Chiachow, BSM.
Allie Creekmere, BA.
Colton Ciavara, BA, BS.
Maria Elizabeth Cordia, BA.
Madison Cluis, BA, BS.
Caitlin Cross, BA.
Jennifer Clare, BBA.
Heather Culver, BBA.
Allison Clayton, BBA.
Claire Damaris, BBA, BS.
Madison Clement, BBA.
Praise Davidson, BA.
Grayson Clifton, BBA.
Kyle Davis, BS.
Connor Cheeves, BBA.
Susana de la Guardia Orosamena, BA.
Mackenzie Cloud, BSN.
Benjamin Derleon, BS.
Rachel Cohane, BBA.
Chase Delatra, BS.
Barrett Koch, BS.
Julia Despasquale, BA.
Grace Colbert, BA.
David Desatnik, BA.
Anna Lee Collier, BS.
Alec DeSota, BS, BSM.
Taylor Nielsen, BA.
Cole DeYoung, BS.
Mia Companoni, BS.
Katie Dickerman, BBA.
Daniel Connolly, BS.
Kaylee Dilworth, BBA.
Kyle Cook, BS.
Juliana Dinkle, BS.
Anna Jackson Cooper, BSV.
Jack Douthat, BBA.
Isaac Cordova, BA.
Julia Drexel, BA.
Sarah Crespo, BA, BBA.
Nicholas Dumitru, BBA.
Carolina Crossfield, BBA.
Adam Everhart, BBA.
Haley Stevenson, BS.
Melania Akaziana, BA.
Elizabeth Kunafi, BA. William Danielson, BBA. Jordan Davila, BS.
Caitlin Dunn, BA.
Haley Day, BS. Jose de la Macora Duhart, BBA. Nicolette Delap, BA. Uravel
Blake
Delgado,
Elson, BBA.
Uravel Delgado, BA.
Emerson Ellis, BBA.
Stephen Demerson, BBA.
Monique Arisa Esquilo, BBA.
Bradley Devine, BA.
Kristen Espinoza, BA.
Matthew Diaz Silvera, BBA.
Thali Fajardo, BBA, BA.
Matthew Deal, BBA.
Alexis Farman, BA.
Cassidy Dines, BBA.
Nicholas Farmer, BM.
Christina Dole, BA.
Riley Falk, BBA.
Laura Drywitz, BA.
Timothy Feeney, BS.
Sienna Dugan, BS.
Eleanor Feynman, BBA.
Charlene Dunleavy, BBA.
Victoria Fennell, BS.
Jennifer Edgar, BA, BS.
Austin Farrell, BBA.
Salma El Shami, BBA, BS.
For Jeffrey Frederici, BBA.
Colleen Elliott, BA.
Gerard Ford, BS.
Colton England, BBA.
Matthew Fort, BBA.
Milena Espinosa Teixeira, BA.
Nicholas Fox, BS.
Harrison Fagg, BA, BBA.
Sarah Franklin, BS, BS.
Matthew Esterer, BBA.
Gamble Friedberg, BBA.
Erica Fanuzzi, BA.
Sarah Fuller, BA.
John Farmer, BBA.
Kyler Fulton, BA, BBA.
Presley Farah, BS.
Sarah Gaffigan, BS.
Sarah Fedderson, BA.
Grayson Gallagher, BBA.
Matthew Felis, BS.
Jake Garrett, BBA.
Brianna Fendrick, BBA, BS.
Maria Georgias, BS.
Kennedy Faraci, BBA.
Mozam Gilani, BBA.
Lois Fetfiat, BA.
Sam Giles, BA, BA.
Connor Fleury, BA.
Rachel Gillespie, BSM.
Jabari Ford, BSM.
Olivia Giordano, BS.
Claire Franke, BA.
Eva Gliozerite, BS.
Stephen France, BA, BS.
Gabrielle Gonzalez, BA.
Radford Friel, BS, BSM.
Cecilia Gonzalez Higgins, BS.
Julia Froling, BS.
Adam Goodson, BA, BS.
Avery Fuller Monk, BA.
Addison Gregson, BS.
Helen Ann Gable, BA.
Grace Graves, BBA.
Julianne Galchut, BS.
Isabel Gregory, BS.
Maxwell Gallivan, BBA.
Solomon Guffin, BBA.
Dimrick Gary, BA.
Ryan Hambley, BBA.
Sana Ghanem, BA.
Hunter Hamilton, BA, BBA.
Dalton Gibson, BS, BSM.
Chloe Hancock, BBA.
Christian Giles, BBA.
Haley Harding, BS, BSM.
Grant Gillum, BBA.
Laura Catherine Harrell, BA.
Samuel Gilmer, BBA.
Brittany Hatmaker, BA, BBA.
Isabel Giovanazzo, BS, BSM.
Elizabeth Hahn, BBA.
Max Goldstein, BS.
Riley Heckerman, BBA.
Sydney Gonzalez, BA, BS.
Tyler Hemmert Train, BBA.
Kyle Rengold, BA.
Jonah Heller, BBA.
Morgan Hudspeth, BA.
Christine Hensley, BBA, BS.
Peyton White, BA.
Sydney Hernandez, BBA.
Emily Fowler, BBA.
Hannah Hess, BBA.
Gwyneth Everett, BA.
Stephen Hickman, BBA.
Corinne Gibson, BS.
Patrick Michael Hilliard, BS, BSM.
Sarah Andrews, BA.
Avery Henson, BA, BA.
Mackenzie Goodburn, BBA.
Stephanie Ho, BBA.
Sophia Gossett, BA.
Kelsey Hodge, BFA.
Alexander Grant, BBA.
Harrison Holcomb, BA.
Megan Green, BA.
Landis Hoover, BBA.
Robert Hall, BS.
Lauren Hornbuckle, BBA.
William Hamill, BBA.
Matthew Hauser, BS, BS.
Jake Guarino, BA.
Celine Horner, BA, BS.
Austin Hung, BS.
Lauren Fisher, BBA.
Mary Winston Reams, BA.
Hallie Wilson, BBA.
Elizabeth Kelly, BA.
Hideo Ishii Adijar, BS.
Ashley Anthony, BS.
Colton Jacobson, BA.
Ahadu Darib Adunya, BS.
Catherine Janney, BS.
Kaylee Shields, BA, BS.
Stefan Julyegi, BBA.
Megan Hamilton, BS.
Madison Jenas, BA.
Alexandra Hansen, BBA.
Madeline Jensen, BS.
Megan Harmon, BS.
Ariana Johnson, BS.
Dylan Hardigan, BBA.
Alexis Jones, BS.
Catherine Hawkins, BBA.
Hannah Jones, BS.
Travis Hedapole, BBA.
Xenia Jones, BS.
Katie Heikkinen, BA.
Siobhan Judge, BA, BBA.
Allie Hewitt, BBA.
John Paul Kane, BS.
Grayson Heisterberg, BA.
Grayson Cadigan, BS.
Daniel Hellrung, BM.
Graham Kaufman, BA.
Marisa Hernandez, BA.
Robert Keehan, BS.
Derek Dickman, BBA.
Courtney Lowe, BBA.
Catherine Hannah Heron, BBA.
Brooke Meinson, BBA.
Charles Higgins, BBA.
Stephanie Keese, BFA.
Helen Hinn, BA, BS.
Caitlin Kelly, BA, BS.
John Hissel, BA, BS.
Marin Kennedy, BA.
Alexandra Hobler, BSN.
Jack Vaughn, BBA.
Christina Hoffman, BBA, BS.
Mason Ezel, BA, BBA.
James Hopkins, BBA.
Carter Wells, BS, BSM.
Kaylee Horner, BA.
Cameron Ketchum, BSM.
Morgan Hosey, BBA.
Brian Kim, BBA.
William Olson, BA.
Mason King, BFA.
Hannah Hughes, BA.
Elizabeth Klink, BA.
Ty Butcher, BBA.
Go get a car.
Write it on the back of, right on the back of it. What's your name?
Last name Kruchek, K-R-U.
Erica Koinensberg, BBA.
Parker Papaccio, BBA.
Ralph Yout Ho Ku, BS.
Turn it over after you do that.
Natalie Jacks, BS, BSM.
Sydney Kowalski, BA, BS. Matthew Kutzer.
Heba Jaffari, BA, BSV.
Alejandro Cavat, BBA.
Daisy Jaramillo, BA, BBA.
Robert Lacey, BS, BS.
Emma Genevane, BA.
Sidney LaDuke, BS, BS.
Bryce Jensen, BSM.
William Lamson, BBA.
Qingshang Jia, BBA.
Abigail Landver, BSM.
Audrey Johnson, BA, BA.
Amanda Lang, BS, BS.
Reed Johnson, BBA, BS.
Patricia Larson, BA, BBA.
Austin Jones, BBA.
Jackson Lawley, BS.
Pat Jones, BS.
George Lazenby, BBA.
Ann Norden, BBA.
Christophe Levici, BBA.
Ann Julian, BA.
Michael Lepper, BBA.
Sarah Kamal, BA.
Rachel Lewis, BA, BA.
Christian Kasei, BA.
Sydney Levy, BS, BS.
Sarah Casikas, BA.
Caroline Lytle, BBA.
Nazia Kabari, BA, BS.
Andrew Lilly, BS.
Catherine Kearns, BA.
Emily Linares, BA.
Lawrence Keeley, BBA.
Zachary Lipsitz, BSM.
William Howell, BA.
Tatum Little, BA, BBA.
Mary Kelm, BS.
Daniel Lavelle, BFA.
Pauline Kerr, BBA.
Brianna Ludwig, BBA.
John Kibler, BA, BBA.
Hollis McVall, BBA.
Delaney King, BSV.
Madeline Magnus, BA.
Nicole Kaiser, BA, BA.
Maxwell Macon, BBA.
Lauren Kobayashi, BA.
Mary Mallory, BS.
Dante Krieger, BBA.
Margaret Manning, BBA, BS.
Hunter Collin, BA.
Susan Slayton, BA.
Avery Kaut, BBA.
Anna Camille Saints Amant, BS.
Jordan Kurtz, BA.
Jackson Markham, BS.
Edmund Sylvester, BA.
Sydney Marney, BA, BBA.
Hugh Lavelle, BA.
Christian Martinez, BBA.
Sarah Lawson, BBA.
Luis Sanchez, BS.
Dylan Lee, BBA, BS.
Josie Abraham, BBA.
Samuel Lefcourt, BS.
Jessica Mason, BS, BS.
Savannah Lehner, BA.
Hannah Massman, BA.
Allison Lent, BBA.
Caroline Matthews, BA, BBA.
Amanda LaBelle, BA, BS.
Doyle McAlpin, BBA.
Chase Monroe, BS.
Cameron McConnell, BA, BA.
Alexandra Ladley, BBA.
Audrey Heineman, BS.
Kelly Little, BS.
Patrick Johnson, BBA.
Agatha Ryan, BFA.
Madeline McIntosh, BBA.
Andrew Legess, BS.
Sarah McKinney, BA.
Ava Lamoureux, BS.
Joseph McLeany, BA.
Lauren McCarthy, BBA.
Molly McNulty, BA.
Matthew Lane, BS.
Kayla McDowell, BBA.
Christopher Lanoy, BS.
Megan Meineke, BSM.
Carter Spruce, BA.
Isabella Mejia, BA.
Robert Leslie, BA, BS.
Ryan Mendez, BBA.
Richard Lewis, BBA.
Isabel Meyercord, BBA.
Lawson Lewis, BA.
Allison Michaels, BA.
Grace McMillan, BA.
Kevin Miles, BBA.
Madeline Link, BS.
Drake Miller, BBA.
Roby Live, BSM.
Joshua Miller, BBA.
Madison Lindenberg, BA.
Benjamin Moner, BBA.
Mason Logan, BBA.
Logan Ziegler, BBA.
Emily Lovenberg, VS.
Fianna Shore, BA.
Tate Lozano Brown, VS.
Max Rappaport, BA.
Olivia Lundeen, BA.
Alberto Montemayor, BS.
Ian McDonald, BA, BS.
Joel Montgomery, BA.
Bryce Madison, BBA.
Sophia Moore, BA.
Daniel Makepeace, BBA.
Tristan Morgan, BBA.
Ali Massman, BA, BS.
Lindsay Mooch, BSM.
Evangeline Mathis, BA.
Daniel Joseph Moyer, BBA.
Olivia Matthews, BA, BBA.
Ashley Muller, BBA.
Madison McCready, BA, BS.
Molly Mulvey, BFA.
Tyler Mayer, BA, BBA.
Dylan Murphy, BA.
Timothy McAward, BS.
Phoebe Myers, BA.
William Martinelli, BA.
Aaron Nawal-Lananiak, BBA.
Edward James Fox IV, BA.
Lexi Newman, BS.
Charles Brookshire Royals Jr., BBA.
Danny Wynn, BS, BSE.
Grace McKeon, BS.
Wait, do you have a girl?
Madeline Noble, BBA.
Samuel Mackin, BBA.
Roland Morris, BBA.
Holden Maney, BBA.
Olivia Norman, BBA.
Nathan Mance, BBA.
Stephanie Novellis, BA.
Brandon Marks, BS, BSM.
Natalie Novellis, BBA.
Alec Mason, BS.
Henry Lyons, BA.
Skylar Wasserman, BBA.
Ellen Brandenberger, BBA.
Luke Zarko, BS.
Caroline Bradley, BBA.
Haley Zimmerman, BBA.
Morgan Swenson, BBA.
William Metzler II, BBA.
Samuel Warley, BS.
Lauren Mezzanotte, BBA.
Carrie O'Brien, BA.
Azucena Milan, BSN.
Riley O'Connell, BBA.
Andrew Miller, BBA.
Michael O'Keefe, BBA, BS.
Enrico Milo, BS.
Grant Youngkin, BA.
Jackson Miller, BS.
Henrik Olson, BS.
Jack Talkington, BBA.
Aaron O'Neill, BA, BS.
Cameron Montgomery, BS.
Tana Opliger, BA.
Jeffrey Moore, BBA.
Grayson Wade, BA.
William Moore, BBA.
Alexis O'Rourke, BBA.
Hayden Meadart, BA, BBA.
Jacob Cohen, BBA.
William Meeker, BBA.
Tyler O'Toole, BA, BS.
Hannah Morris, BBA, BS.
Yumiko Ozu, BBA.
Andrew Moss, BBA.
Gardner Perotti, BBA.
Lynn Muhafel, BS.
Congratulations.
Nolan Judkins, BBA.
Lorian Melnick, BA.
Ethan Paxad, BBA.
JC Sparks, BS.
Isabella Panko, BFA, BS.
Alexa Saldana, BS.
Sharon Park, BA, BS.
Courtney Prosniewski, BA.
Nicholas Primer, BBA.
Caroline Holling, BA.
Matthew O'Grady, BBA.
Wellesley Shink, BA.
John Tingley, BA.
Matthew Rosenthal, BBA.
Javier Destarak, BA.
John Mullen, BS.
Adara Patel, BA, BBA.
Zachary Munder, BA.
Bailey Pulowski, BBA, BS.
Margaret O'Brien, BA.
Morgan Peterson, BA.
Mary Caroline Schofield, BA, BBA.
Arnold Petsche, BA, BBA.
Kyle Myers, BA, BBA.
Lauren Philpott, BA, BS.
Margot Schoenberg, BS.
Emma Griffiths, BBA.
Anna Salzman, BS.
Megan Robertson, BA, BBA.
Palmer Nelson, BBA.
Chandler Pike, BA, BBA.
Sarah Newell, BBA.
Madeline Reynolds, BA.
Cassidy Najarian, BA.
Alessandra Pino, BA.
Allison Ramirez, BS.
Matthew Policano, BS, BSF.
Jonathan Seward, BBA.
You know, we were to do this again outside. I think I would design
Madison Pruden, BM.
Jasper Gwynn, BSE.
There's nothing breathable about this.
Nicole Puterman, BA.
Allison Nichols, BBA.
Paulo Venezuela, BA, BBA.
John Norwood, BA.
Aaron Robinson, BA.
Corey Obot, BA.
Jessica Quintana, BBA.
Jetty Mercy, BA.
Francis Ramos, BM.
Stephen Olmeyer, BBA.
Alexandra Randolph, BA, BS.
Sean Wilson, BA.
Roberta Reyna, BM.
Benjamin Spears, BA.
Emily Taxman, BBA.
Kenneth Usman, BSM.
Kylie Ritter, BFA.
Sam Saxton, BS.
Adam Weyerroach, BA.
Spencer Taylor, BBA.
Olson Rogers, BBA.
Jocelyn Orbegoso, BS.
Holly Rientz, BBA.
Jordan Orsak, BBA.
Joseph Rose, BS.
Kara Pack, BS.
Savannah Rukoba, BA.
Francisco Palacios, BBA.
Charlotte Grace Ruffing, BA, BS.
Jane Otto, BA.
Shelby Nutter, BA, BBA.
Grace Lee Todd, BA.
Corey Russell, BA, BS.
Nia Parker, BA, BBA.
Nicholas Ryan, BA.
James Patterson, BS.
David Salinas Aguirre, BSM.
Sabrina Pang, BBA, BS.
Paige Wilson, BA.
Richard Peters, BBA.
Yasmin Samazada, BS.
Parker Peterson, BBA.
Matthew Salazar, BSM.
Justin Pfaff, BBA.
Blair Saunders, BA.
Federico Pierre, BBA.
Jennifer Schaefer, BBA.
Patrick Stevens, BBA.
Haley Schindler, BBA.
Catherine Skillman, BS.
Alexandra Schonberg, BBA.
Darian Taylor, BA, BA.
Jacob Schroeder, BA, BBA.
Hamilton Reagan, BS, BS.
William Schuler, BBA.
Anna Ramirez, BA.
Edward Cullen Scott, BA, BBA.
Andrew Stelling, BBA.
Sophie Scott, BA, BA.
Michael Swalwell, BBA.
Patrick Seegers, BS, BS.
Ryan Rapatoni, BBA.
Wilkie Stevenson, BSM.
Ryan Reed, BA, BS.
Kelsey Shipman, BA, BA, BS.
Maria Fernanda Reina Buelna, BA, BA.
Yash Sutaria, BBA.
Stafford Rangos, BS.
Sierra Shaw, BA.
Taylor Ryans, BA, BS.
Manchi Shi, BBA.
Jordan Sullivan, BS.
Evan Seward, BSE.
Whitney Wilkerson, BA.
Brooke Sinek, BA.
Elizabeth Romero, BBA.
Megan Sola, BA.
Maria Paula Pineda Pedraza, BBA.
Karna Small, BA.
Olivia Pitton, BA, BS.
Chloe Smith, BA.
Krista Thompson, BBA.
Gabriella Smith, BFA, BS.
Grant Polacronis, BSM.
Jeremy Smith, BA.
Jacob Pugh, BA.
Harris Smoots, BA.
Miranda Rockhold, BBA.
Nicole Shaw, BBA.
Madeline Tamala, BBA.
Christina Sorensen, BA, BBA.
Madeline Warren, BA.
Hoyt Spearman, BBA.
Andrea Del Angel, BA.
Bailey Sprague, BS, BS.
John Rudisil, BBA.
Karina Piazza, BBA.
Ryan Ruiz, BS, BSM.
Henry Stosky, BA.
Matthew Milano, BS, BSM.
Kaylee Walker, BBA.
Allison Barta, BFA.
Christopher Stencil, BS, BSV.
Haley Sartoris, BA, BS.
Jeremiah Tyson, BM.
Adiela Ayala, BA.
Haley Stewart, BBA.
Tanner Sonnenberg, BS.
Madeline Stump, BBA.
Taylor Schonberg, BS.
William Sullivan, BS.
Franklin Schorsch, BSM.
Alicia Swart, BA, BBA.
Theodore Schroeder, BA, BBA.
Julie Tapia, BS.
Catherine Kirchhoff, BBA.
Nicholas Vogely, BBA.
Marissa Stave, BBA.
Zachary Webb, BBA.
Sarah Walden, BBA.
Pooja Tiwari, BS.
Lillian Scott, BA.
Katie Vogel, BBA.
Victoria Cedeno, BA.
Haley Spencer, BS.
Haley Zadell, BA.
Emily Hyde, BA.
Alden Shiverick, BA.
Rachel Tomlinson, BBA.
Electra Thomas, BS.
Camille Van Dorp, BBA.
Liam Joseph Sheridan McClafferty, BA.
Gabrielle Tremonti, BS.
Brittany Taylor, BA.
Emma Utley, BA.
Mackenzie Wade, BSM.
Healy Weiss, BS.
Neha Sharma, BA.
Ryan Wagner, BA.
Benjamin Single, BFA.
Shenye Wang, BBA.
Taylor Slatton, BS.
Rachel Warren, BA, BA.
Ashley Smith, BA.
Montana Watts, BBA.
Colin Smith, BA.
Jonathan Thomas, BBA.
Heather Smith, BA, BA.
Brittany White, BA.
Zachary Smith, BBA.
Albert Whitson, BBA.
Tiffany Holobeck, BS.
Mohammed Akwaidi, LLM.
John Stevenson, BBA.
Kennedy Woodard, BS, BSM.
Vanessa Storaci, BBA.
Yusuf Alamri, LLM.
Christopher Stubblefield, BM.
Amar Turkestani, LLM.
Aparna Subramanian, BA, BS.
Osama Halfa, LLM.
Michael Sullivan, BA.
Jackson Blackstone, MBA.
Paul Voorhees, BA, BBA.
Matthew Fetter, MBA.
David Stanislav, BBA.
Robert Travis, MED.
Matthew Tooming, BBA.
Alexander Plant, BS, BSM.
Nikita Tapiawala, BS.
Jillian Yeager, BBA.
Rachel Timmig, BS.
Leal Zalkout, BBA, BA.
Aaron Trahan, BA.
Spencer Yale, BSM.
William Turley, BA, VBA.
Ronan Fowler, BS.
Dominic Twombly, BS.
Reese Zimmerman, BA, BBA.
Victoria Valdez, BA.
Jemima Zambili, BS.
Matthew Van Sitters, BBA, BA. Fernando Vasquez Delgado, BS. Virginia Burden, BA, BA. Catherine Vescovo, BBA.
You're not?
Pardon me?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Lauren Welch, BS. Dylan Worth, BS, BSE. Alexander Winston, BS, BS. Catherine Ward, BBA. Elizabeth Wheeler, BBA. Edward Beresford Woolard, BBA. Samuel Wilcox, BBA. Madeline Wilson, BFA. Carson Yeager, BBA, BS, BS. Michael Young, BS. Jasmine Zamaripa, BA, BBA. Lawrence Klinkert, MIT. Braxton Webb, BS.
Congratulations to all of our graduates, and those of you who have just graduated and become part of the alumni. We're welcoming you to this very important part of our community. And Mr. Darian Taylor, class of 2020 and the president of the student body this past year, will now offer remarks. Darian.
Good morning, SMU class of 2020. These are going to be the most efficient closing remarks you have ever heard. When I think about all of us now and all that we've been through, I see that we share at least one quality. We just graduated into the most unconventional world in modern history. Now, I sometimes think when this word is used, people assume that unconventional means bad. We tend to think of the world in terms of paradigms, a familiarity that brings us comfort and security. However, the world changes the most when paradigms are broken and shifted. This typically brings discomfort, but discomfort isn't a foreign concept to any of us. When we first got here, we thought we had a plan for everything. An academic plan, a social plan, a plan for our professional careers, but all of those plans were turned upside down, twisted, pushed, and pulled. It was uncomfortable. Sometimes it was extremely unpleasant, but it brought us right here to this incredible moment. We endured and we grew, we changed and we improved, we adapted and we became stronger. So yes, this is an unconventional time, but you know what? The best stories brought us to this unconventional, odd, and uncommon graduation. When we look back in 10 years, we'll be able to laugh at the fact that we graduated in the middle of a global pandemic, but that's only if we embrace the discomfort. Class of 2020, if we continue to be unconventional in our thoughts and actions, I know that we will continue to stand out, succeed in life, and change the world. Congratulations on your achievements, best of luck in your future endeavors, and forever and always, pony up.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor. To close, we'll begin with the university hymn, Varsity. It is a commencement tradition to listen to, not sing Varsity, to give you an opportunity to reflect on your special memories of your time on the hilltop. Then we'll have a video of SMU Forever and a grand finale to our gathering. Once the finale is over, audience, you may exit through the gate in which you entered. Graduates, please exit following the directions of the marshals. And of course, please continue wearing your face coverings and maintain social distancing as you leave the stadium. And lastly, we hope to see undergraduates sometime today at Dallas Hall for the Rotunda Walk, which will be open from 10:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. Now please rise for the playing of Varsity.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for attending Graduation 2020. It's a beautiful day on the hilltop. And as you depart the stadium, please remember to wear your mask and practice social distancing. Congratulations to our